right, good morning. It is Ash Wednesdays, hump day for the rest of us. And nothing helps me get through hump day better than a cigar. Right?
I agree with that statement.
Absolutely.
100%.
Welcome back. I am your host, Mikey B, aka Mikey Bells. And with me are some of the usual suspect and a friend. Go ahead, usual suspect.
Jeff Amendola, Bull City Cigar Company. Pleasure to be here once again.
Hey, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And
anytime.
And to my left, it might be your right, whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to try to play that up. Go ahead, you.
My name is Kevin Hughes. Nice to be here. I am very happy and honored to be here today. I look forward to future endeavors.
We suckered him in to be on our video. And he was looking for an excuse to smoke a cigar.
Morning,
so
we're like, hey, we're gonna be smoking cigars. You want to join us? He's like, oh, do I have to? Right. All right. If you can please keep that down.
Sorry. Forgive me.
Today we are doing a segment, how to smoke a cigar. So for all of you out there who are, I know, well, not all of you, but I know there are a lot of folks that come across, I'm not really into cigars, I don't know how to smoke it, what do you do? So today, the experts...
but the real question is, before you learn how to smoke a cigar, what do you got to do?
It's a great question. Before I smoke a cigar, you have to get a cigar.
That's right.
So... what do you smoke? What did you get this morning?
I just picked out a CAO Brasilia, mainly because it had a dark wrapper on it, and I'm assuming that the wrapper is Brazilian, which I like. And it smells really earthy and strong, and I like that. It's still early morning. I got a coffee. This should be really good with it. That's why. That's what I picked. That's why. And I heard good things about this cigar, so we're gonna try it.
Kevin?
And I have a Juan Lopez 56-inch around Nicaraguan with a Connecticut wrapper. Very, very mild cigar. For any beginners out there, I would recommend this. It doesn't overcome you. You just chill. Doesn't do anything for you. Just very good cigar for any beginners. So that's what I got today.
Michael?
I'm glad you asked. So I am smoking the CAO Colombia, the Vallenato. It's a 5x56, and when looking for a cigar, I used to think that what I once heard was crazy. I would ask a rep when I first started smoking, I said, hey, what's your favorite cigar? Little young cigar smoker me had no idea what a ridiculous question that was. He's like, well, it depends on the time of day. And I said, you gotta be kidding me. Because he smoked, 4 cigars a day. Because there is a morning, afternoon, and nighttime cigar. And then there's a, whatever other cigar you want in between. So this is I got this cigar, it's a lighter cigar. It's a good morning stick. It's smooth. Hopefully the wrapper is light, which means it's gonna be a little bit more lighter bodied. Maybe a good coffee cigar. So, CEO Colombia. I have not tried this before. I've tried other sticks, but not this one, so I'm looking forward to it. So
the couple things when you go into a store, pick out your cigar. What do they want to look for? Size, shape, color.
That's a great segue into our next segment.
Great.
What are you looking for when you get a cigar? If I can point really close, maybe my finger will get really close. Because if you guys didn't know, I can see us. If you see me looking down to this, because I can see us on this phone. Woo! Which makes it's hard not to want to watch myself the entire time. What do you look for? I mean, talk to me about the size matter. Does the shape matter? Talk to me about some of that.
Now, when I come into a cigar store, it's mainly my mood. Like if I'm looking for maybe a mild cigar, I would get something like a Juan Lopez here. But if something more stronger, more body, I'll get a CAO or a brick house. But it depends on my mood, type of day. If it's a rough day, I'm gonna get a little stronger cigar. But like a light day, nothing going on, I want to chill, I get a light cigar such as a Juan Lopez. Size doesn't matter with me. I like I like a big cigar like this. It's 56-inch round. Maybe a little smaller. It depends on my time of day. If it's if I gotta be here and there, you want to smoke a little quick one, you get a small cigar. But if you're not gonna do it all day, I get a bigger cigar. Hey, what the hell?
Did you say size doesn't matter to you?
Size doesn't matter to me as far as cigar goes. Yes.
That's a good, as far as cigar goes, size does not matter.
Size does not matter.
Okay, good.
What I kind of go like what Kevin was saying. Really, I choose a cigar based on my mood. So this morning, had a rough morning already, busy morning. But so I figured I finally got some coffee. I want something with a little bit of power, kind of wake me up a little bit and give me a punch in the face, so to speak. So this one just stuck out to me. The color's dark, looks earthy, smells earthy and rustic. So that's what I look for. And this is a nice big ring gauge, which I like. It's about a 54, 56, I think. So it should be good.
Segment 2. You got a cigar, you know what you're looking for, you got to cut the cigar, and so and the one thing I love about cigars, actually there's a lot of things I love about cigars, so let me just say I love cigars, and I love that there's so many nuances that can affect. It's not just about the stick, it's about you gotta care for this precious little thing that's been made on the earth. It's just this beautiful, like a little bitty baby. Like a little bitty baby. You have to
All right, so we're cutting.
All right. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get lost.
He's got lost. He's. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm a little worried about him today.
You don't love it, So
it's been a weird day.
It's been a weird day. I'm caressing cigar.
Cigar.
You gotta cut. You have to cut the cigar. Okay, so there are different types of cutters. There is, I don't even know what you call this, a classic cut maybe?
That's a classic cut. However, the most traditional way, this is a little history note, in Cuba, per se, they wouldn't cut their cigars, they would just pinch a hole in it. And when they were out in the field smoking, working the tobacco, they'd pinch a hole, puff, which resulted later on into what we call a punch cut.
Punch cut.
Which I prefer. You just pop a little hole, which I will demonstrate right here. Pull it out, and there you go. Bam.
If you don't like that, I actually really like a wedge cut. It just cuts a little bitty triangle wedge into your cigar.
My preference is a wedge cut. My preference.
Yeah, so
yeah, I like that too.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut my cigar.
We should all cut together.
I already did. Almost step ahead.
He's a
I
head starter.
already did. I'm ready because on my coffee, I'm drinking it. It's getting warm.
Okay. Also, when my preference is, I take off the label. I take off the band of the cigar. It could be one I don't want to be chewing on or getting in my mouth. But also for me, maybe it's an old school thing, but it's more of an etiquette. I take off the band. I don't need to show it off what I'm smoking. If I paid a lot of money for it, it doesn't make a difference. It's that everyone in the circle smoking a cigar. You enjoy what you want to enjoy. It's not about. There are no name brands in this. There are some brands we like and want to support. We love all the cigars. Some are better than others.
We love Bull City Cigar Company.
Especially Bull City Cigars.
Passionately.
Bull Cities is great. And Durham, get nothing but love. Stop that.
Shop
Stop
local,
it.
smoke local.
Smoke
Bull
local.
City Cigars.
This is organic, 100% organic for all you vegans out there. There's
Can
none
you
of you.
prove that?
If you're a cigar smoker and a vegan, I don't think those two don't go well. I don't think they get that. I don't think.
Nah, I don't look at being a smoker.
So when sometimes I take the label off right away, like Mike does. Sometimes I just like to see it. After I light up my cigar, I end up taking it off. But
So,
that's just preference.
step 3. Yeah, check it out. Lighting the cigar. Now, this is one of the things that I think that can really affect the whole smoke of the cigar. I think a lot of people completely underestimate.
Yeah.
Lighting the cigar actually can affect the taste, the burn,
The whole thing. People
thing.
don't get that sometimes. All right.
So what do I need to get? Tell me what do I need to get
right.
about lighting a cigar?
Like, what do you need to get to do it, or? This is what you do.
Yeah, tell me what I need to do.
This is what you need to do.
To get your
I'm gonna do.
matches.
All right. So, if I'm in a room, you know, or it's not windy outside, I prefer matches, like a nice size match.
Yeah,
Like-
matches are good.
Like these are awesome. I mean, they're kind of hard to find. They're like 3.5 inches, whatever.
Those are the safer ones too.
The safer ones, because this is the key. I always tell people, when you get a cigar, I'll do it with a match. Maybe the other guys will show you butane lighter, which is another option. We call this toasting the cigar. So you get the part, you know, that you light. You get it nice and hot. I kind of turn mine around in a circle a little bit. Then I'll start to puff. While I'm puffing, I'm going to turn the cigar in a circular motion.
That's important. You want to get a nice even burn. You always got to just keep it twirling around, not too much. You don't need to suck it in. A lot of you just want to draw that torch in. You want to you pull it in a little bit. You don't have to. The cigar will light on its own if you keep torching it a little bit and keep kind of frosting the tip, just the tip.
Just a tip.
Just the tip.
And then after I look at it,
Just the tip.
I kind of blow on the end to see if it's red. It shows me that it's lit all the way through, getting a good draw, good smoke.
Yeah, you don't need to rush the process.
No.
You don't need to hurry up and just drag. This is not a cigarette. This is not a pipe. You know, this you got to finesse this a little bit more. Just let it take its time.
Even if your match goes out or you start puffing, then a couple seconds later you realize, oh, I didn't get it lit all the way. Go back and do it again, because if you leave one part of the cigar not lit, it's going to mess up your whole smoke.
Right.
And then people blame that sometimes on the construction of the cigar, or it's a bad cigar.
Which it could be.
It could be.
But the lighting of the cigar is important.
Just make sure you light it properly. If you know you did everything to light the cigar properly,
Thank you, old great.
carry on.
Carry on.
Okay.
This is your typical butane lighter here, and this is kind of like an idiot's guide to lighting, because it got instructions here, it got the on-off switch here, and it's just simply turn to the right, to the left, where it says on, and then there's a trigger on the end of the opposite side of the butane lighter. You may hear a little sound, like a little hissing sound, and you just simply just press the button here, and voila.
Ooh,
You may have to turn it down a
That
little
is
bit.
beast mode.
Yeah, that's a beast mode light right there. You just turn down a little bit, like so it's a little manageable. You take a cigar, like Jeff did, you just take it and just run the tip of it, like so,
Toast it.
toast it, you know, and voila, you got your light. And then just follow suit, just circle around, you start puffing.
Yeah.
Mark it off.
While he does that, you also have the classic butane. You know, big flame. It's all good to go. And these are great because I mean they're classics. You know, it's a classy. I really prefer a match or a cedar strip. It'd be a little more authentic. But I like matches. But you know, but this is great. The butane. Again, you don't need to. I don't need to bathe my cigar in the flame. I just want to move. I can move my cigar around. I can move the lighter around. Just letting it get nice and even. You know, and again, notice that I'm actually holding the flame, my stick far away from the flame. It's lighting up red. And as you light it, it's important too. I think those first puffs is to actually blow out. You're going to blow a little bit of whatever is the flame is coming out. It's going to blow off the stick, and so you're going to get a more pure. You don't want to inhale the flame.
I have another tip or suggestion. I don't know if you knew this or not. But if you start smoking a cigar and like the initial first couple puffs taste like bitter or almost like I guess bitter or too burnt is the best way to put it. If you blow out into the cigar, see that puff of smoke, sometimes it clears any like if you have too much of the burn from the fluid or the mat, it just releases that out. Yeah,
it kind of purifies your
smoke.
Purifies
the smoke.
smoke.
If you blow out and you see a little brown or black in there, that means you get that unpurified smoke out. Then you can start puffing on again.
Right, because if you do over torch, you will get it can really affect the whole smoke, and that you'll pull in a lot of that. You'll be more burnt, more toasted, and you definitely want to avoid that.
That's why you don't want to use a Bic lighter ever.
Yes, good point.
That's very taboo.
Preach.
Very taboo. No
Preach.
big lighters.
Yeah, it's taboo.
All right, yeah, just don't do it. I mean, if you're in a bind,
if you're
in a bind,
desperate-
I have done it.
I mean, you
I
gotta
have
be.
done it. I don't love myself for it.
I don't love you
But
either for that, but I can forgive you.
I appreciate that.
You will.
All right.
The true mark of a smoker is to use a big lighter. You can get side-eye looks and get a big lighter like, no, just, come on, guy, what are you using a big lighter for? Use an actual a match, a butane lighter, or the traditional one.
If you love somebody, tell them put the big lighter down. Just walk away. Show some love. Point these people away, because not all lights are the same.
Right.
Just because it's a flame doesn't mean it's the exact same. All right, moving on. Step 4. Blah, blah.
I like how he laughs at his own jokes.
Yeah, check it out. So you got a cigar, you cut the cigar, you lit the cigar, now you're smoking the cigar. What are you looking for in a cigar? I mean, that's a loaded question. What are you looking for? I mean, I think, and my two friends here will comment, but I think, you're looking for me, I'll just speak out of my own experience, but draw. I mean, obviously there's flavor, that matters a great deal. You can get power, sometimes you can taste power. Smokability, and smokability is the draw. Like, is it a tough draw? Am I getting that vein popping out of my forehead to suck anything in? Is it loose? Is it, how is it a lot of smoke that's blowing out? I mean, I think that's part of the experience is when I have a cigar, I want a lot of smoke, just like that.
I like surprises. Like when you sit down and smoke a cigar, you're not really sure what you're going to get out of it. Sometimes the cigar will change. You may be getting the same cigar over and over, but each time you might get a little surprise out of it. The first time it might be creamy, buttery, toasty, nutty. Then you sit down, you get some spice. I just like the different profiles that a cigar can take you through and the different surprises that you can get out of it. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
Obviously the draw, I like a lot of smoke.
Yeah, so those are the things. So what are the things that you look for?
Well, I'm looking for an easy pull, because when you never gonna get that feeling of that vein in your forehead pulling too hard. I like something that's really easy, real mellow, something to chill on. Most typically, if I'm smoking a cigar, I got some sort of beverage like a coffee or a glass of scotch or a bourbon. So, but yeah, anything typically like woody, I like easy to pull, easy to smoke. Easy. I'm an easy guy, so anything easy is good with me.
Easy. Be
Yeah.
easy.
Mm-hmm.
Be easy.
Anyway, so moving on about what are you looking for in a cigar? Because there are those nutty components. There's a caramely. There can be buttery.
Yeah.
It can be spicy. It can be bold and
woody.
It can be woody.
This is a little earthy.
Yeah,
To me, it's earthy, like in a good way. I mean, earthy. I like it.
Yeah, this is great.
But this is very full body.
This is actually, I love this thing.
Really?
This is exactly what I wanted. I mean, it's buttery. It feels kind of creamy. I mean, it's on that smoke, and right now it's burning even, which is great. And that's what you want to see. That means a good, well-constructed cigar. Because that means, just like Jeff said, every cigar, a good cigar, has a beginning, middle, and an end. And so, whatever you taste now, it's amazing to see how the story will change as it continues through. So right now, it is the beginning of a good story. All right, so number one.
Get a cigar.
Get a cigar.
Pick one out.
Pick one out. Don't be afraid to be adventurous. I think that also humidification is big. You don't want to get one that's rock hard. It's got a little bit of sponge in it.
Yeah.
A little bit of sponge.
Right.
get a cigar. Be adventurous. Don't be afraid to be adventurous. But also, yeah. 2,
Number 2.
cut the cigar.
Cut the cigar.
Again, it's preference. There's no best way. It's up to you.
You can even chew it off if you want to.
I do that when I'm in a pinch.
Yeah.
You
Chew
will
it off.
end up getting a lot of stuff in your mouth.
Not a lot.
If you're a little hardcore.
Just enough.
If you're a little hardcore, you can just chew it off.
I'm so guy. You are bad. You're so bad.
That's for your adventurous types. You can chew it off.
Yes. Okay, so cut the cigar. Then you gotta light the cigar.
Cut the bull.
Cut the bull. Speaking
Cut
of the
the
bull,
bull.
yo, vintage Bull City T-shirt coming your way.
Check it out. Check it out.
Represent it.
Cut the bull.
It's like this. It's like making big arm movements. Like, come on, cut the bull. Yeah. Cut the cigar, light the cigar, match, butane, big bonfire lighter, whatever you want. No Bic. Stay home.
Still.
Enjoy your cigar. You know, you don't want to just inhale this thing. Enjoy
Take
it.
easy.
Take it
Be
easy.
Whether you're alone, find a good group of people to smoke with. Enjoy the company. If you're alone, meditate and enjoy.
And the most important thing, if you're out there smoking cigars, educate also. Educate. Because people will ask you questions about the cigar you're smoking. The brand name, the flavor, all that type of stuff. Educate, because there are people out there who are interested in smoking cigars out there. So be sure to educate.
True. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. It's Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll help you get through your week. If I can talk right, that'd be even better, so you can understand what I'm saying.
That'd be a plus.
It'd be a plus.
It would be a great.
It'd be a great plus. So,
Yes.
thank
Huge
you,
improvement.
gentlemen.
My pleasure.
My pleasure
Happy,
being here.
yes.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Stay ashy.
Happy hump
Stay
day.
ashy.